From the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown, this is WNY News Now.
Hey, thank you for joining us for WNY News Now. On this Monday, I'm Justin Gould.
And I'm Matt Hummel. Happening now, a Bust-Eye woman has pled guilty in a hit-and-run death last year.
Plus, a Cattaraugus County man is facing animal cruelty charges. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter is standing by with a first look at our weather. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Justin and Matt, and happy Monday, everybody. We're finally into the month of June, and boy, it's not feeling like it when you step outside. And Saturday, we had a whole mass of storms that came through on Saturday. This is what we call a shelf cloud, because you can actually see it kind of looks like a shelf, and it has a curve to it. And we had a lot of scary images of not only damage, but of the clouds. Here's a picture of low clouds over the 3rd Street Bridge on a Saturday, and we also had some damage that occurred with it as well. Here's some tree damage that occurred, and we also got to remember there was flooding with this as well. The parking lot and the mall was flooded, and again we had flooding, damaging winds, we had hail, we had almost everything but the kitchen sink on Saturday. But now the radar is clear. We have nothing going on First Defense Doppler, so it's a dry day, but boy, it is chilly. Look at the hour by hour. We're going to be stuck in the mid to upper 50s throughout the day, but at least we have sunshine to make it look and feel a lot warmer. We'll talk more about this forecast plus the next rain chances that come up in just a few minutes. Justin and Matt.
Already, Dakota, thank you. A town of Bust-Eye woman pled guilty this morning to second-degree manslaughter in the death of Bust-Eye man Wilfredo Colon Rodriguez Jr. That was in Cattaraugus County Court. Mary Lou Johnson accepted a sentencing commitment of 2 to 6 years behind bars. Johnson also gave up her right to appeal as part of this plea agreement. A motion by the Cattaraugus County District Attorney's Office to revoke bail was denied by the judge. Now, back in April 2018, Colon Rodriguez Jr. was reported missing by a neighbor who became concerned after not speaking with him for several days. The Lakewood Bust-Eye Police Department then opened a missing persons case, and his body was later found on Swanson Hill Road in Randolph. Johnson is scheduled to be sentenced on September 16th at 9:30 a.m. back in Cattaraugus County Court.
And a town of Portville man was arrested last week after the Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Office said he neglected dogs at his Portville Elder Road property. 55-year-old John Bolsky is charged with animal neglect, failure to provide substance, and inappropriate shelter for dogs left outdoors. Deputies said he was processed and released with an appearance ticket in this case and is scheduled to appear in the town of Portville court at a later date.
And the Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Office and Frewsburg volunteer firefighters are credited with rescuing a group of stranded boaters over the weekend. The Cat County Sheriff's Office reports they received a 911 call Saturday evening for a marine vessel that was having engine problems while boating in the Allegheny Reservoir. Deputies say the boaters were beached on an island near High Banks Campground, and with the assistance of Frewsburg firefighters, the Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Office Marine Patrol was able to locate the vessel. Deputies say that all 4 boaters on board were in good health. They were just, quote, wet and cold. 2 adult males were taken by the sheriff's boat ashore, and 2 men remained on the boat until it was towed back to the Onaville Marina. Now, the Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Office does remind all boaters to inspect their vessels before hitting the water. And deputies say to check for personal flotation devices, flares, visual signals, whistles, and be sure to have a fire extinguisher on board.
Well, residents living on Old Fluvanna Road are cleaning up following a severe thunderstorm Saturday evening that many say brought tornadic-like winds to that area. Maple Springs Tree Service, Town of Ellicott officials, and power crews were on hand and working hard Sunday, cleaning up several downed trees and power lines you see there. Roger Zaneski has lived on Old Fluvanna Road for 37 years. He told us he hasn't seen damage like this before, and he's now in search of a contractor to repair his roof and deck.
What did you see when you arrived home?
Devastation. This looked like a tornado did come through here, and well, a lot of people lost a lot of stuff today.
So what specific damage do you have here? I know it seems like the roof in the back's not looking very good in the front.
The deck is taken down. We got a roof punctures. Inside looks okay, but the outside structure is really bad.
Now, David Zaff with the National Weather Service in Buffalo tells WNY News Now that radar did not indicate a tornado touchdown in that area. However, heavy winds did blow through. Zaff did say that a downburst may have occurred instead, and that could be to blame for that damage. So, either way, Matt, it certainly was a big mess
Absolutely.
there in Fluvanna, and I think it came to a shock to a lot of people. I know talking with our weather staff anyways, whether it's good or bad, they did not expect any sort of tornadic activity with this storm, specifically that 6 o'clock storm, which is to blame for the damage there, according to residents. They said that the storm earlier in the day was more likely to cause severe damage. But I was talking with Dakota, and I know he will probably talk a little bit more about this later on in the broadcast, but he was saying that one of the big things is if, say, a tornado did occur, and we don't have evidence of that. A survey team was not sent down from the National Weather Service in Buffalo. But he said it could have occurred between radar scans, and it could have been lower in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And that's why maybe people did not see it. So certainly, very sad that neighborhood was, ruined in a source by the damage, but they say they're going to recover, so that's certainly a good thing.
Absolutely.
And I know Joanna's talking in the comments. Yeah, our storm chaser partner with Chautauqua Weather today posted those photos of the summer wind, and the roof of that was blown off as well. So hopefully they will be able to recover. I know certainly that must have been kind of a sight to see. If you were on the water during that storm. Hopefully you weren't, because I'm sure the waves probably were kind of crazy between Celeron and Fluvanna. So either way, certainly brought a lot of excitement, and a lot of people around town too lost power in certain areas.
We did in Faulkner.
Yeah, so so certainly that was something as well, which kind of is today we take it really for granted for all the lights and everything and technology and computers, and when it's gone, at least for me, I don't know what to do ever. So.
Ooh, I love when I hear sirens outside our studio office.
I don't.
Whoa, okay, all right.
That's a little facetious of you. Way to change the subject. Hello, Gary. How are you? Amber joining us as well. Joseph, happy Monday to you. Cindy, hello. Wanda, Wesley is here. Lori as well. And Clark is here. Hopefully you all are having a good Monday out there. Hopefully you're not involved with those sirens in whatever capacity they are. Coming up, more news. Why Governor Andrew Cuomo wants to change the gay panic defense. Coming up.
But first, details on a new expansion to UPMC Chautauqua that is opening soon, as News Now continues.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
Now open in downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops, restaurant and tavern.
I have some real old-timey dishes on there that I'm just giving new life to. Like there's a shepherd's pie on there that's going to have some bison in it, real thick hearty gravy. Then I'm also doing beer flights. We're pairing it with a set of sliders, a set of tacos, and a set of mini rolls. So everything's gonna have its own pair, so you can get a taste of a little bit of everything and all the beers. We don't want to be known as the restaurant in the hotel. We want to be known as Pearl City Hops.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
This year's Frewsburg Gala Days is bigger than ever. It's Old Home Week, June 12th through the 15th. Catch musical performances by Hot Mess Friday at 8, Smokin' 45 Saturday at 8. All the food, fun, and friends will be at Frewsburg Fire Company's annual Gala Days. Happening now, construction is almost complete on the new expansion to UPMC Chautauqua Hospital. On Wednesday, officials will host an open house of the facility from 4 to 7 p.m. The new 42,000 square foot expansion includes 4 labor and delivery suites along with 12 postpartum private rooms for patients to heal. Part of the mental health service expansion there will also hold 10 inpatient adolescent mental health beds along with 20 inpatient adult mental health beds. For more on the expansion and to learn more about the free open house coming up this week, visit upmcchautauqua.com.
New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo wants lawmakers to pass a new law ensuring that people who attack or kill a gay person can't beat the charge by arguing they panicked because of their victim's sexuality. Under current law, defendants can attempt to excuse violent attacks by arguing they were under extreme emotional distress. Cuomo says that could allow defendants charged with attacking or killing a gay, lesbian, or transgender person to argue that they panicked after the victim made a sexual advance or otherwise revealed their sexuality. The legislation before lawmakers would state that such an excuse cannot be considered a, quote, reasonable explanation for a violent crime.
Well, a new breast cancer drug is showing some promise. Younger women suffering from a common form of advanced breast cancer have experienced slightly improved survival rates when treated with a drug that targets cancer cells. An international clinic trial study was conducted among 672 women under the age of 59 who received a drug called ribociclib, but in combination with a common form of hormone therapy. Now, 70% of women who took the combination therapy were alive after 42 months, according to the findings. Now, that's compared to 46% for women who were treated with only hormone therapy and a placebo. Researchers say the study is significant because it looks at younger women who haven't gone through menopause. Trial results were presented in the annual meeting of the American Society of Clinical Oncology in Chicago over the weekend, and more details will be published Tuesday. Globally, breast cancer causes the greatest number of cancer-related deaths among women. That's according to the World Health Organization. The study was funded by pharmaceutical manufacturer Novartis. The drug, which is taken in pill form, cost $12,000 a month. Wow, that's pretty expensive.
The Centers for Disease Control, meanwhile, says that your family's health and community's well-being is at stake, as the number of measles cases here in the United States has reached its highest level in 25 years. Doctors say that getting vaccinated is the only answer, and Steve Nannis has more in today's Health Minute.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention have released their latest measles report, and the result? 971 confirmed cases in the United States so far this year, which means 2019 officially has the highest number of measles cases reported in nearly 3 decades. Measles was eliminated in the U.S. in 2000, but CDC Director Dr. Robert Redfield warns that if this trend continues, the U.S. could lose its measles elimination status. More than half the states in the country have reported at least 1 case so far this year. Some of the hardest hit areas include Clark County in Washington state, as well as New York in certain heavily religious neighborhoods with low vaccination rates. Redfield stresses that choosing to vaccinate yourself and your family is critically important when it comes to avoiding this type of outbreak. The 971 confirmed cases this year alone is more than the last 4 years combined. And there's concern that with the busy summer travel season ahead, the situation could get worse before it gets better. For today's Health Minute, I'm Steve Nannis.
Wow, Jason.
Yeah, certainly very interesting. What's your take on this, Matt? Because, a lot of times it seems like people are so confused about vaccinations and do we really trust what they're putting in us? And they don't get vaccinated, and then that seems so far to cause some pretty big problems.
Yeah, well, I haven't really thought about it, Justin, to be honest, because I've heard arguments from both sides over the years, and I've never seen solid evidence either way.
Right.
So I just go ahead and I get it. I mean, I can't, not to sound insensitive, but I don't want to panic, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. I mean, I've gotten all of my vaccination. My parents were very much of, well, hey, if the doctor tells you, why not, right? And I know the counter argument, but it's I don't know. I mean, it's better than the measles, I guess, because people have died from
They
that.
have, yeah.
Certainly, we'd rather be healthy and breathing, and maybe we should just lock ourselves in the studio and say,
Armageddon?
Armageddon.
Oh, jeez.
This actually would be probably one of the worst places to hold out during Armageddon, because there's no food or anything. Like, the power wouldn't work, so all of this stuff
I know.
useless.
Corporate has to reload the kitchen, I heard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm talking specifically the studio. The whole office would be fine.
Oh, yeah, okay. You're talking if we're in the studio.
Yeah, like if we had to barricade the door because Norm was a zombie outside.
Oh, who's going to take one for the team and go out there and try to get something?
Not me. No.
Raise your hand.
No. Okay.
We'll have Dakota. Okay, that's fine.
We'll send Dakota. He's probably going to be in his office, though, when all that happens, so.
With the air conditioner, no less.
Right, with the frigid cold air conditioner. Gary, I hope you're a fan of The Walking Dead. I love it. I can't wait till they come back this fall. Crazy last season. Hello to Pam for joining us. Robin as well. Hello. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday to Andrew and to Cindy and to Lori. Hopefully you all are doing well. Thanks for joining us. If you're new to the broadcast, welcome. If you're old to the broadcast, welcome as well. Coming up, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. He's standing by with a look at our weather forecast.
And later on, we have some good news for some Harry Potter fans on WNY News Now. Continues.
Coverage that matters. This is WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvanna Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Extra, read all about it. Not tomorrow, but right now on the WNY News Now mobile app. Follow local news as it happens.
Top story, a Forestville man's weather video has gone viral.
And stay informed with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network.
Our Matt Hummel is standing by live outside of Chautauqua County Court with more on this case. Matt, good afternoon to you.
Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
The weather staff is bugging out in the weather office. We've got all the stuff we need in there, so we're good. Want to address this because this is a video that came in from the storms on Saturday, and some people thought this was a tornado. It is not a tornado because, look, it is not rotating. This actually, from this vantage point, it looks more like a wall cloud than it does a funnel cloud or maybe scud, but it is not rotating. That's one of the first things that you learn about when you go to spotter training is look for rotation. And you can see, yeah, the clouds are moving, but they're not rotating. So that is not a tornado. And that actually jives up with a report that we've seen from a funnel cloud, non-rotating funnel cloud near that is north of Falconer, and this was near Kindtone, and that matches up with that report. This probably was the photo of the year probably around here, and that is again not a tornado, not a tornado. It is likely scud if it's anything, or it could be a funnel cloud. But again, in a picture, it's really hard to tell if there's rotation, but that just does not look like a classic tornado. It is not on the ground. Remember, it is not a tornado unless it touches the ground. We don't see debris, not a tornado. It was a CLC, creepy looking cloud. And hey, look at that, a beautiful rain shaft coming, that is coming across the Allegheny Reservoir. And that was a beautiful look over that. Yes, there you go, not a tornado. Thank you to our graphics department for that. 61/39, man, it was cold this morning. And it does not feel anywhere near June, at least right now. Today would be a good day to, if you still have trees you need to clean up from the storms over the weekend, good day for it, but man, chilly. We're going to struggle to hit 60, but at least we see bright sunshine through the afternoon. You can see that here on the News Now cam, just a few little clouds just behind the Digital building. Otherwise, it is just a cold day. 49, west wind of 14. Look at that wind chill of 44 degrees. This is feeling more like April than it does towards the beginning of summer. Here's your reason why I got a high pressure ridge that's built in, but this actually came from Canada. It's a northern high pressure ridge, and this is part of the next system that's coming our way tomorrow. But again, the rain that comes tomorrow is not going to be anything widespread, and we'll show it to you on Future Scan. It is running, nothing today, nothing tonight, no weather hassles, but cold, maybe some frost in the valleys early tomorrow morning. We'll have to keep our eyes on that. Tomorrow starts dry, but again, we'll start to get into some of these hit and miss showers. I don't expect any thunderstorm activity, just a few scattered showers from time to time, and there will be some partial sunshine pretty much in the rain, so it's not going to be anything widespread. So tonight, we're down to 38. My goodness, that is chilly. Definitely some frost possible in the valleys. Tomorrow we'll start the day around 44. And again, there's that valley frost possible. Otherwise, a few peaks of sunshine. And again, 68 will be our high for tomorrow. On again, off again type of rain showers, but nothing widespread. And the Climate Prediction Center believes as we go into the middle of June, it's going to remain chilly. 33% chance for below average temperatures. So yeah, it's going to be chilly. Take a detailed look at the forecast. Next 7 days are coming up. And you can see that there's 68 tomorrow, 72 on Wednesday. We don't see any big-time warmth anywhere in the foreseeable future, which is good if you don't like the heat and humidity, but that's what June should feel like as we head into the weekend. Sports is next. Don't go away.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
Want weather now? Download the WNY News Now mobile app and stay up to date on severe weather alerts. Plus, anytime hazardous weather strikes, stick with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network that keeps you safe. You're all in a tornado warning, so now is the time to go to a safe place, small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. What are you waiting for? Download the WNY News Now mobile app today. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Manic Monday, sports fans, and welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. Over the weekend, 2 high school baseball sectional championship games were played. On Saturday, the Brockton Bulldogs posted a 1-0 victory over the merged Clymer-Sherman baseball team to be crowned the Section 6 Class D champions for the second consecutive year. Brockton will now be in the 2019 NYSPHSAA Class D Baseball Championships. On Sunday, the Falconer Golden Falcons defeated the Frewsburg Bears 4-3 to be named the Section 6 Class C champions. With their victory, Falconer will participate in the 2019 NYSPHSAA Class C Baseball Championships. The opponents for both Brockton and Falconer have yet to be determined. On Sunday, the New York Yankees played the final game of a 4-game home series against the Boston Red Sox, and they lost 8-5. Gleyber Torres finished with 2 hits and an RBI for New York. Luke Voit chipped in with a solo home run. J.D. Martinez and Xander Bogaerts each hit a home run for Boston. The Yanks finished the series winning 3 out of the 4 games and are in first place in the AL East with a 38-20 record. New York will be back in action on tomorrow night with a 7:07 first pitch, as they will be north of the border against the Toronto Blue Jays. Tonight, with an 8 o'clock puck drop, the St. Louis Blues will host the Boston Bruins in Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Boston won Game 3 emphatically at home on Sunday, posting a 7-2 victory and taking a 2-1 lead in the series. The Bruins will look to take a 3-1 series lead tonight. Meanwhile, with a victory tonight, St. Louis can tie the Stanley Cup Series at 2 games apiece. Game 4 of the Stanley Cup will be televised on NBC and can be viewed on the NHL app. That's it for sports today. Justin and Matt, back to you.
Alrighty, Norm. Thank you as always. Well, Harry Potter fans can soon dive a little deeper into the wizarding world. Pottermore Publishing, that's J.K. Rowling's website, plans to release a short series of nonfiction ebooks exploring what is called the traditional folklore and magic at the heart of the Harry Potter series. Now, these stories center on various Hogwarts lessons. The first titles, A Journey Through Charms as Defense Against the Dark Arts, and A Journey Through Potions and Herbology. That'll all be published on June 27th on the website. Now, in 2 decades, 500 million Harry Potter books have been sold, and the series is translated into 80 different languages. Pretty cool.
Absolutely. Dakota's excited. I can see it over there. You're excited? Uh-oh.
It doesn't seem like you got into Harry Potter very much.
No.
My grandmother, of all people, is obsessed.
You know, the series of books I read that were my favorite was The Magic School Bus.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
I do.
What was it? The
Magic School Bus? Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
No, I think it was just The Magic School Bus. Okay. Yeah, that
Dakota
was it.
read one series of books. Matt, are you much of a reader?
Well, in terms of more adult-style books that are not like children's books, I like James Patterson, so...
Yeah, he's a good author.
That's a good one.
Have you ever read the book Not a Tornado?
No.
Okay.
I heard Dakota wrote it, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you mean. All right.
You get it?
All right. I've had a long weekend, folks. Just a very, very long weekend. Once again, wanted to mention this again, like the lower third says, not a tornado. Again, it is not rotating. From this vantage point, it looks more like a wall cloud than it does a funnel cloud. But again, that's a CLC, a creepy looking cloud. But again, we had a lot of those across the region Saturday. But we don't see any of that in the 7-day for the foreseeable future. 57 today. And this is the 3rd of June. Can you believe that? But we go back to around average. And this is what June should feel like this time of the year.
All right. Dakota, thank you. Hopefully, we'll get those temps moving back up.
As long as we keep the humidity down, I'm satisfied.
All right.
All right.
Hey, yeah. I mean, I don't mind the 60s. I mean, it's kind of nice. A little chilly. Got to wear a jacket. What are you gonna do? Well, thank you, sir,
You're
for
welcome.
that. I think that's gonna do it for us here today. If you missed anything we talked about, it's pretty easy to stay in the loop. You can do so at WNYNewsNow.com and by downloading our brand new mobile app. Although it's almost 6 months old now. Can you believe it? So. We probably shouldn't call it a brand new mobile app anymore.
Well,
it's new to some people.
Well, it's always brand new because there's always things coming to it.
That's true.
There you go. That's right. That. They update it all the time. Mm-hmm. So.
I heard some really cool things are in the pipeline. So.
Yeah,
really?
Me too. I hear some pretty cool weather things.
Why am I always behind on everything?
You don't tell Matt things.
Yeah, Dakota.
You have a good day too, Gary. That's it for us. Have a wonderful day, everyone else.